So can you talk about, this is your first New York Comic Con that you guys are doing something with. Talk about what your presence will be.
Yeah, so at San Diego Comic Con, we've been able to throw our own event, Nerd HQ, that you came and saw me at. We tried to bring Nerd HQ to New York for New York Comic Con. Logistically, it's kind of tricky, kind of difficult, but we still wanted to have a presence, so the convention was very accommodating. We got a great little spot for a booth, and so we have our Nerd Machine booth. Where we're, slinging merch and seeing people, and then simultaneously we've got both signing stations and photo booth stations to still kind of keep the charitable theme rolling. At Nerd HQ, obviously, we do photos, signings, and panels for charity. We're not doing any panels, but $20 a pop, people can come by and get a photo with myself or other celebrities that are coming through during the weekend, or signings with the same celebrities. Yeah, we got charging stations, and I try to make a hospitable place for people to come and hang out and interact, and we can raise money for charity at the same time. It's pretty fun.
How do you compare New York Comic Con to what goes on in San Diego?
Oh gosh, well today the doors open kind of late. The doors open at 3, so I wasn't really able to go and meander around the halls much, but it's pretty massive. Javits is a giant convention center, and just from what I saw, it looked pretty impressive. Even at San Diego Comic Con, I was never really able to go walk around on the floor very much, so I can't really compare the conventions in that regard. For me, the experience was always much more about outside of the convention center, seeing all of the installations, all the restaurants and the bars and everything taken over, and all the fans running around downtown San Diego cosplaying, and that's where you get a really kind of powerful idea of what's going on. And unfortunately, Javits is kind of situated in a place where there's not a lot going around. There's not a lot of bars or restaurants or things that are around the convention center, so it doesn't really spill out into that. So I can't even really compare it there. But I saw the line that was out the front door walking up to Javits today, and it was massive. So the one thing I can compare is just numbers, at least, and that was, New York Comic Con is no joke. I mean, they are a legitimate con, and I would imagine probably the biggest on the East Coast. So it's, for us, it's a major thing for us to finally be able to have an impression, a Nerd Machine impression and activation in New York.